Today's episode is going to be a really fun one because we actually went thrift shopping for an entire day the other day, and we're going to show you some awesome things that we found at Goodwill's.
And today we're hitting up some of our favorite antique stores.
Not a bad first stop. That was pretty good. Our color today is red for 50% off. I'm on the hunt for the other one of these. Usually these come in a pair of candlesticks. $6.99 green, so it's not half off, but it's got a beautiful design to it. And I don't do a lot of milk glass, so when I find milk glass I like, I always get it.
It's a cool shape.
It's got a sticker on there. What does it say?
Creative glass.
What's this section here?
I don't know. It's like a little plastic piece, though.
There's lots of vintage stuff today. This is a beautiful crystal bowl, $6.99. I'm not going to get this one because it's just not quite my aesthetic. It is really beautiful, though. But we're just noticing a lot of really good stuff out today. Again, a lot of stuff that maybe we're not going to pick up. It's not quite our style, but good vintage. Now this is my style. Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. So it goes this direction. It's $6.99. And I love anything glass that has a woven material on it, or even like if it's encased in metal. This is my guess just off the top of my head is maybe a world market piece. So it's not something incredibly valuable, but it's beautiful and I love it. It's so funny, I was just talking about world market and I thought, wow, these look very world market-y too. And they are. I actually would probably be picking both of these up if I liked the pottery underneath, but it has that just not quite real old world, but trying to be look to it. So not quite right. Is it a seal or a dog? It's a seal dog.
It's a pup.
$4.99. The bottom of it kind of looks newer. I've never seen it before. The problem with that safe is that all you'd have to do is just pick it up and take it with you. It's not very safe.
No.
That is beautiful. It's a little wooden bamboo bowl, maybe.
Does it say is it ceramic? I can't tell from here.
I know. I've never seen anything quite like that. Huh, that's very pretty. That's adorable. New, but really cute design, and I love the color. Not a bad first stop. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you got a box full.
eerily quiet in here.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's almost 11 o'clock. I'm surprised. These shelves are stocked compared to the last Goodwill that we were just at. So we are excited. So let's start digging through these. Okay, this is not vintage. It's made of some kind of a resin. It's $3.99, made in China, but look how adorable that is with the little dog face on it. That's cute.
Want some old dragon's breath?
No, I'm good.
Let's see what it's like.
Jeez.
Sorry, I got transformed.
He got transformed into a dragon. Do you remember when we got to watch them make a Murano horse in Murano, Italy? This guy's tail's broken.
Oh.
But it was such a cool experience. Okay, I'll smell that.
You want to
Lemon
smell
verbena.
lemon verbena?
Much better, much better.
I need to cleanse the dragon
Yeah,
breath.
get your dragon breath out of here.
Get the dragon breath out of my nostrils.
Beautiful for potpourri. $6.99. What was our color? Red?
Yeah.
It does appear to be old because it's got kind of a mark inside of the lid. And then let's see, somebody else was looking at what the stamp was too. I think it's just an 8. These are pretty. Ooh, they're very heavy too. $6.99. They're definitely handmade blown glass. I love how the lip is folded. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get these and do some more research on them. I can't tell how old they are, but I can tell that they are quality. And then I think that this is maybe for putting garlic in. It's got the little holes in the top. It's an older porcelain lidded vessel. So we're gonna get this too and do more research on it. Jesse's got a system. He's got these things locked in here for security.
They're locked in.
They're safe, don't worry. I know people get so mad when I don't put this thing down, but sometimes it's actually okay. Folk art carved wooden cup, $3.99. I'm looking for teak. Not teak, but cast iron. Let's see. What? Did someone turn a cast iron pan into a clock? What? Did not see that coming.
Someone tried.
Wow.
It's quite the...
Venezuela cast iron. Wow, never seen that one. There's always a first. Guess how much this tequila would have originally been?
I don't know.
I have no idea the answer either.
Oh, I thought this was a quiz.
It
for
was a
me.
quiz for myself too. I'm just curious. It's $12.99. It's a beautiful hand-painted Mexican pottery.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like it. I'm gonna get it, but I'm very curious. Do any of you know how much this tequila would have been? How much?
$132 for this tequila
Nice.
in a kind of handmade
Well, I
bottle.
like the container. I'm okay not having the tequila.
Looks like they do a lot of different kind of
These are
handmade
beautiful.
containers. This one's $267.
Wow. Well, now we know. Do you think this is St. Helens Ash?
Maybe.
TD7 2025. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe they use some different material. It looks very similar to the ashware. There's some lion bowls. Oh, these are gorgeous, $3.99. I don't think these are actually that old, but I really like them because they feel a little bit nicer. Yeah, they are newer, but I actually almost like that about them. Cute little soup bowls. What else we got here? A monkey? Oh, look at the little glass kangaroo. It's got a little baby in his pouch. Pyrex, $4.99. We don't do Pyrex, but we're gonna pick this up for our friend Heather and Brian because I think they might be into it for that price. It's a cute little vanity stool. Does it swivel? It does. That'd be cute if that was recovered. What is this thing for? What do you put in that?
It's for moving items. Take this on our group trips and ship things
Just
home.
fill it full of treasures. Hey, now you're talking my language. I like this.
Talking Laura's love language right now. Look like those little head scratchers that you would.
You'd have to have a small head because I don't think they open up. I don't know where these are from, but I love that they are finished on the inside, but then they're the terracotta on the outside. They're $1.99 each. Some of them have cork lids. Oh man, why is this one $2.99? Oh, because it has the cork, so it's $1 more.
What?
I know, but I think since I'd have to get cork lids for them anyways, I might get these. I like them. These are very cute. And then I'm gonna do the wooden salt and pepper shakers. And then I'm on the fence on this one. I think I'm gonna do it though. It's not worth a ton, but it's only $3.99. It's probably worth around $20, $25. I have a strategy. I'm getting one with the cork, and then I'm gonna order cork that exact size. And then I'm gonna get the rest of them that do not have corks that are only $1.99. And my reasoning is that I can get a bulk thing of corks and they'll probably be 20 cents each. So they'll be cheaper. Pretty, but plastic. Made in Mexico, 1996. Those are kind of gorgeous. Look, it's a diagonally little cutting board. I love these two-tone cutting boards. It's made out of bamboo, which is great surface for a cutting board. That's cute. $3.99. We just found a vintage mid-century massage chair. Jesse's gonna try it out for us. We gotta see if it's comfortable. It's cute just in itself without even massaging.
I'm guessing it just vibrates. Like that's the massage.
And there's not really like a massager in there.
Like I don't think
No,
there's a
I think you're right.
shiatsu kneading in here.
I don't feel any little things in there. That's so funny. We're not going to get it, but I'm going to post it on Instagram, so hopefully somebody comes and gets it.
If it had
it's definitely worth
You know
something.
what? If it had a different fabric on it, I would almost get it.
Really? For yourself or just?
Just as like a sitting chair, I think it's kind of cool.
You could have this by your stereo thing. We could reupholster it.
No, that's going to be way too much money to reupholster it.
The cover has a stain on it, but then when you take the cover off, you can see how sun faded the rest of
Oh,
it is.
yeah, it is.
So it's
I
definitely
think
not
that's
perfect.
just a sun fade anyways.
Yeah, it's definitely not perfect, but it's very cool. And if somebody did reupholster that too, oh man, with a cool pattern, that could be killer. We are now at one of our favorite vintage stores in Tigard, Oregon, and this is where we used to be vendors back when it was in Beaverton, Oregon, when we very first started selling vintage. Curiosity's Vintage Mall. Oh my gosh, this is one of my bucket list finds. Are you surprised right now?
No, I think I've seen this before.
I've showed you a picture of it before. It's the toucan. It's $179, and I know it's probably worth that. 1980s toucan table lamp. Ugh, rare, and it works. That is so cool. Such a good find. Ideal vintage.
German?
I was thinking maybe Swedish. Stoneware pot 32. It's a cute stoneware pot.
It is cute.
I'm not familiar with this. I looked it up and I can't believe I didn't think of this immediately, but I think that it's actually David Stewart. I have one of the little lion planters and it's the exact same texture and color and the bottom's very similar. And I Google lensed it, then added David Stewart to the search and I found some that have very similar patterns to it. Not this exactly, but close enough that I'm pretty confident it's gotta be one of his pieces. They've got $32 on it and his stuff sells for anywhere between $50 to $100. I think I am gonna pass on it today. If you are familiar with this or can confirm that it is a David Stewart, please comment below. This is so funny. Is this a picture? An elephant picture? Oh, it's a vase. So the flowers are his trunk.
Oh, okay.
When you put the flowers in it, I actually thought when you poured water out, it would look like his trunk. How funny. It looks so wrong without the trunk. $32 and it says it's French. It says France right on there. Look at this human floor lamp. I don't think it's vintage though, because of the way that it's pieced together and the outside, the plywood's exposed.
Yeah, the cord is also a giveaway.
A giveaway, dead giveaway. They've got human silhouette floor lamp, $88.99. Yeah, the price also reflects that. Still cool though. This is a beautiful picture and I gotta pull it out to show you how the handle is. It's very unique. Look at that. It looks like a cactus. It's very interesting.
It's a weird way to have a handle.
I'm scared it's gonna break off.
Right?
Oh gosh. Ooh, especially
Or it
with
would
full of
slip
water.
right out of your hand. Your hand would just come right off it.
Maybe. It's only $18. It's really pretty.
Is this one of those pictures where it's like you don't really use it?
Milo Bauman, $7.95.
We have been looking for an ottoman for our Luna chair for many years now. It's unfortunate that our Luna chair is not brown, it is black, because there's an ottoman for it right there.
A solo ottoman, just looking for a chair, which we have the chair, just in a slightly different color.
Is our room dim enough that it just look
You know
like
what?
that?
It could. Or could we dye this black? Can you dye brown leather black? It is $2.95 though. That's retail, but...
Have we seen one in the last 10 years since we've had the Luna chair? No.
No, but I think you'd know the difference when they're side by side. I think you could see. I mean, this
No,
is
I mean, I would pay
brown.
$2.95 for it. If this was black, $2.95, it's going to the
If it was
car.
black, I
Yeah.
agree. That would be a splurge, but it would be years in the making. I walked right past it. That is amazing. I think it's on fabric. Yeah, it's a print on fabric. $195. That would look so amazing in a big space where it's the only thing on the wall. Love it. This is such a good space. Everything is awesome. This sculpture is really neat. It's not a bad price. If you had a big house and you were looking for a sculpture for an original, 20% off of $325. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. If you had a foyer.
Yes, you would definitely need
If you had
that.
a house with a foyer, this would go in the foyer.
What about a big atrium with some greenery?
If it was covered, yeah.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely in a covered area. You know what I first thought of when I walked up and saw this?
Shrek?
Nope, the Flintstones.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing though. It's missing the lid and it has a big chip, but that is wild. Look at that. I think it's a gazelle, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it says gazelle right on it.
Oh, it's from a lamp, huh?
From a Rembrandt lamp. Oh my gosh, I love these. I love these. I love these. And there's two of them. They don't have any pricing or markings. I'm not sure.
Oh, it
Oh,
comes
there's
with
a bowl.
dish.
Ooh, we need to see what's under that dish on the bottom. It's a set. Flat bowl, 2 candlesticks, $52.
There are no markings.
No markings. Are you sure that's not a stamp?
Yeah, I'm sure.
We're gonna get them because $52 for all 3 pieces I think is a great price. My instinct is telling me they're Danish, but I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna find out. And I think it's worth the investment. It comes with a runner,
Comes with the small vintage runner, fake fruit,
2 candlesticks.
2 candlesticks and the candles, and then the bowl.
And it's $52. Well, we'll ask if we can leave the runner and the fake fruit and candles so they can make more money on that since we don't need it. But if not, we're taking it all. You can easily see why we love shopping at Curiosities. They have such a wide variety of things. It's always fun going in there and checking out what's new. I thought that this was really interesting because you see a lot of carved wood folk art out of India, but you don't usually see it in this kind of a shape. And even the beautiful patterns on it kind of remind me of the block printing that they do on fabric. I always recommend picking up things when they have a more unique shape because they're just not as easy to find, and people are usually willing to pay a little bit more for something that's not as common and that not everybody has. I have a very good feeling about these. I don't know what it is. I feel like they're Danish. The texture on it reminds me of some of the pieces that I have from Denmark, and I just feel like these were a solid buy at $52.
I think they're great. They're neutral enough they can go with anything, really.
Yes, very
So
true.
you can work them into a lot of different styles.
Well, hopefully by the end of this video, I have figured out who they're by, and I will let you know. If I haven't, please comment below if you have any tips or information. I've double checked all of them as she was wrapping them and I saw no stamps at all. Fingers crossed, I think it was a good buy. Sometimes you gotta take a risk, and as long as I can get our money back out of it, that's the most important thing. And then when it's all said and done, I've still supported a vintage mall, I've supported the dealer, and also whoever they purchased it from in the first place, which could have been a charity shop or an estate sale. At least money is going back into people's pockets. And I'll learn something, hopefully.
Let me guess.
Okay, what's your
Some
guess?
guessing. 1930s. That's all I got.
That's all you've got?
Well, I mean, it's a dish or a tray from the 1930s,
I do not think it's 1930s.
50s.
I don't even think it's 1950s. Honestly, I think it's 70s, 80s,
Really?
90s. The signature on the back, I don't know, it does have some wear on the back of it. I actually just got it because I love the shape on it. It's different. The color of turquoise is so pretty. I love this. It looks kind of like an ocean. I just honestly loved the shape of it. It's kind of that perfect color of turquoise. But good guess. Good guess. With the shape,
Hey, I don't
see
know.
where you were going.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know anything.
Well,
Maybe it is from the 1930s.
I mean, I haven't touched it with my hands. I think if I would have put it in my hands
Or smelled it. That would have been the dead giveaway.
smell it.
It's just like a thing you do a lot.
Smells like the 1930s.
Check this awesome tiger out. I think it might be Tibetan, and she also agreed with that, but I need to do more research on it. It's very heavy and it just has such unique markings on it. I love it. I think it's so beautiful. And I'm not polishing this patina up on it. I love when it has that little bit of patina, where overall it's still in really great shape, but it's lost that shine and shimmer. I just think the patina is perfectly balanced on this one.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, you were gonna say that? I stole the words right out of your mouth?
Maybe not exactly. I'm going to say the patina is in the right spots.
Yes. Now we are headed to Hillsboro, Oregon, and we're gonna visit some of our favorite antique stores on the west side of Portland. This is such a beautiful inkwell. And you know what I would actually do with it? I would open it.
Put Q-tips in it.
Good guess. I would actually use it as a diffuser. So I would put scented oils in here, the little sticks. Wouldn't that make the most beautiful diffuser? Stunning. Look at this little smoking set. So you would have your cigarettes, one's an ashtray, probably that one maybe. And then you could cut them. Your cigars maybe? What do you cut?
You seem to be not the expert on the smoking set.
I'm very intrigued by it, but I'm not a
But now
smoking expert.
Yeah, you put your tobacco in here.
Okay.
I don't know my smoking set either.
Maybe, yeah, tobacco in one, ashtray one, and then your cigars in another.
Probably
and then you
put
cut 'em.
papers or rolling
I do know
papers.
you cut cigars. I know that much. I don't know if you cut cigarettes. This is amazing. Look at this giant antique leather trunk. It's only $100. If you're looking for a movie prop,
You should take this to your trip next week.
yeah,
actually.
you think so? Should I fill it up with brass from India?
Yeah, you just take this on your trip. Look out, Delta Airlines. This is about to get checked.
Yeah, right. I couldn't even probably lift the bag by itself. I like this little wall hanging. MCM Danish weaving. It's only $35. That is very cute.
Has no white in it. The tag's
Oh,
white.
that's
The
right.
tag's white.
The tag is white, but I don't think that counts.
No.
Today is their white
Wait.
sale here at Lay Stuff, and so anything that has white in it, does that count? We can try it, but I'm gonna go with no. I think it's tan. 10% off anything though that has white in it in the entire store. It's Jesse's bucket list for Australia.
Can I throw a boomerang and then catch it?
I have no idea, but I can't wait to watch and film it.
I'm gonna knock someone out.
Oh wow, this is only $28. I love wooden inlaid, segmented, mixed wood colors. Anything. This is a candle holder. I like this colorful jacket. That's awesome. Is that silk? It's Bob Mackie.
Bob Mackie, you were just talking about him.
I did. I mentioned him earlier off camera. $200. Wow. That's a beaut.
Think I could pull that off?
Wearable art. Says so right there. Do I think you could pull it off? Babe, you could pull off anything you want. We didn't drop
there you
the
go.
candle holder at the car, so we walked in
This
with it.
is, if we had a foyer, this is what we would have.
Oh, wow.
Right? Remember?
I like it. But alas, we do not
It's
have
going to be out of our
foyer.
price range, and we don't have a foyer.
$41.60. Black walnut by a local artist. That is incredible, though. Our
Oh.
candle holder found its matching box. Oh, this owl sculpture is awesome.
So it
Jesse
looks
was
like-
saying it looked like bronze.
So it's bronze that looks like wood on
It's
the bottom.
bronze on the top, wood on the bottom, and it's a $129. That's really neat. I love this one. It never gets old. He's had this one here for a while.
That's crazy. I feel like I've seen smaller pieces that are priced higher than this one.
How much does he have on it?
$169.
Oh my gosh, that's not bad for giant. Let's use Jesse for scale here.
Now, I am 7'5", so
Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
Keep that in
I'm
mind.
7'5".
I think I have this exact same vase, but the mini version. And he has like giant everything in here. It's great. I love it.
It's super sized.
Super sized.
It's like Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
Instead of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, he got the opposite ray gun. Now made everything way too big.
Oh, they changed the back room. So they still have all the really cool clothing, which I'm actually going to look at here in a minute, but they have a whole nother section over here.
Yeah, it's kind of flipped around.
Wow, more antiques. Well, that was fun. We ended up running into some friends. We found some good vintage. We ended up walking into Dee's Divine Vintage, and he saw this in our hand. We were like, hey, just heads up. We're walking in with a piece of vintage we got somewhere else. He was very excited for us when we told him how much we got it for. The more I look at it, the more I think I'm actually going to keep it. When I first picked it out, I was planning on reselling it. I think it's going to work in our house. I've just got to see if there's a good spot for it. I actually think this might look really nice in our guest bathroom because we have a beautiful
Someone
wall
will
hanging.
use it like a hand towel.
No,
Yeah, they will.
no, they won't.
They'll dry their hands
Oh my
off on
gosh,
it.
I hadn't thought about that. No one would do it, and I'll put it high enough the kids can't
They
reach
for
it.
sure will do it. You put
No.
that in a bathroom, hang on the wall.
No, I'll put
They're
it
gonna
behind
turn
the
around and
toilet.
be like,
No
oh.
one's gonna reach for this behind the toilet. Would you?
Maybe not behind.
Would you ever do that?
No.
What if I put it on like a beautiful brass or wooden rod, and then you can clearly tell it's a wall hanging? I'll make sure to put out like 2 towels so they'll have no reason to reach for this.
We want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Squarespace is an all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. And you can easily make your website stand out and be beautiful by using one of their many, many customizable templates. I have been selling my vintage finds on my Squarespace website for over 9 years now. And with this new year, I'm thinking it's time for a website refresh. So I've been having fun going through all of their templates and getting ideas, trying to decide what I want to do with my website for this new year. Change can be a good thing, and it's important to keep your content and your website looking fresh. And Squarespace makes it so easy with everything you need right here in one location. Not only will your website be beautiful and easy to build out the way you want it, it will help you engage with your audience, sell anything you want, your products, your content, what you create, and even your time. Squarespace makes it easy to connect to your other social media accounts. You can set it up so that you automatically display posts from your other social media profiles, and you can automatically push website content to your favorite social media channels so your followers can share it too.
Head to squarespace.com to start your free trial today. And when you are ready to launch your own website, head to squarespace.com/leftcoast to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I'm actually really excited because right now we're filming the closeout so that we don't forget to film it later. And I have no idea what we found at the antique stores.
Wow, surprise closeout.
Yeah, normally we film it at the end after we've actually done all the shopping, but we've got a lot going on today. And I was so worried that we were going to forget to film a closeout. So now you know something that we don't know. Did we find good stuff?
Did we? Did we find good stuff?
I hope so.
Are we going to find good stuff?
I have a feeling we found something good. I've got to be excited about something. I'm always excited about something.
This is like a message to future us. Are we going to find good stuff? We don't know.
But you know.
But you know. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe.
Thank you for watching us goof around and having a fun time with us. We really appreciate it. Have a great day.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? I didn't even know I could do that. I didn't even know I could do that.
I didn't even know that anyone could do that.
I feel like I just had an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, who are you? Yeah, you just left your body. Or something entered your body. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
That's right.
It's got a nice beat to it. If they're open today, we're going to go to Dee's Divine Finds too.
That's like a tongue twister. Dee's Divine Finds.
And we're nailing it with the tongue.
Peter Piper.
Don't get me going again.
Divine Finds, finded by Divine D.